also known as a day of enlightenment. I don't know how many people would know that. So most of the time, Fridays are those days where you get the Lakshmi, the enlightenment. Anytime there is a money transaction, one has to understand that there is the threshold of how much he can wait to get a solution and how much he can get to share the solution workable for somebody else. Yes or no? Yeah, did you understand? This is what we call it as the money loop. So today's session is going to be very different. The topics are very simplified, and you need to do a task. So before we share you what is the task, let me also tell you that people learn 10 times faster when they hear and they are handholded with certain prospects rather than giving you a book. And for the same reason, in this entire Dhamma Mastery's idea mastery, what you are learning right now, you will be given a topic, a task, but the task is something which you have to learn how to do that task. So it has to be only possible when I can share you something from my life's explanations. So today we are going to learn about something which is called as the micro enlightenments. Enlightenment, you don't have to wait under a tree and sit for around 14-15 days in a hunger stuff. No, but there are many enlightenments I have seen that helps me out. So some of my reflections, if you can share, Coach. So just to give you, there were a lot of statements which I have heard from my probably childhood. I would like to share with you. So just give me a hands up if you have heard of the same thing. Friends are forever. Have you heard of this statement? Then happily married ever after. How many have heard of this? Okay. Time is money. Yeah. Health is wealth. Customer is king. Did you understand? These are certain things which we have been born with. Yes or no? I know. But at one point of time in your life, you will learn that these were small bubbles of illusion. Friends are not forever. Some friends are for only the time the transaction is done, the friendship over. Yes or no? Yeah. Some friendships are only for a small journey. Some friendships are somewhere else. They are judgment. Happily married ever after. I don't know. It is 100% true or not. Yeah. Let's figure it out. But these are still, illusions of a lot of myths and a lot of bubble. So today, these are called as the dumb illusions. But every such kind of myth is busted when one faces a particular moment or a challenge or situation or circumstances. Yes or no? Correct? And like me, I have given you 5 or 6 of mine. I'm sure you also have some moments where you got some new realization. Arey, aisa nahi hota hai. And only because of you got into all these things, you have a new way and a new perspective to see the world in a different specs. Yes or no? So today it is a very different topic. So what you need to do is you need to write down such incidents, and it might be incident, it might be relationship, it might be moment, or any kind of things or purchases or whatever it is, where you had a similar dumb illusion bubble busted. Easy? First time you learned, अरे ऐसा नहीं होता है, ऐसा धंधा नहीं होता है, ऐसा business नहीं होता है, ऐसा relationship नहीं होता है, ऐसा friendship नहीं होता है, whatever it is, anything where you found something new about this person or this particular myth that you had, and you got a small micro enlightenment in your life. This will take 5 minutes, and this time you are not supposed to write in your notepad, not in the chat. So we have a form that has been crafted for you. So coach is going to send you a form. The form typically looks like this. I would like to probably show you how the form looks like. And oops, sorry. Yeah. So there is a form here, and the form is something which will give you the insights out there. Very simple question. Illusion to enlightenment. Write down 5 such incidents, relationship moments where you had a similar dumb illusion bubble that busted, and what did you learn from them? Yep. And this entire thing is going to be shared, all the reports and all these things. It's not going, I mean, as I said, don't disclose the names of the people or relationships, but these are informations. What we are going to do is we are only taking the learning from here. So after you have put your email ID and phone and name and all these things, write down this, your first dumb illusion that was busted. Okay, what was the illusion? What did you learn from them? So for example, I learned time is not money. Yeah, and I learned in a particular way, fashion. And I know about my life. I think if you have heard of my life, you will know about this. I learned that if money goes today, I can make money tomorrow. But if time goes today, I cannot make time tomorrow. Yes or no? So I got a chota micro enlightenment here. Like that, there are many other things. What are your micro enlightenments? So I want you to finish this 5 today. Okay. Whatever is coming in your mind, good, bad, ugly, whatever, please go ahead and do that. And once you have done that, just give a thumbs up in your chat bar. And if you are people who are watching this on YouTube video, there is a description, there is a link there with the same thing. I will not change this link. This is something for you to fill it up. Because once you are declared, there is a lot of things that you will understand are going to be progressive. You thought this happens, that illusion will become a statement and a perspective for you. So go ahead, take 5 minutes and fill up this form. Go. So open this form in whichever the devices you have. If you're watching this from any part of India or abroad or any part, okay, down in the description column, you will find this link is there. And open this link. It'll take some 5 minutes. Just write down what was the illusion that you had. It might be relationship. It might be parenting. It might be schooling. It might be your college, your work, your life, everything, your neighbors, pets, dogs, yeah, non-living things, automobiles, yeah. I can share one of my things. I thought any scooter you can kick and it will start. I was wrong. I was wrong. Everything you cannot kick and start. There are many other scooters, they will kick you back. For example, Enfield and Bullet. How many of you have done this? You go to and start an Enfield, you will get a kickback. Yeah, non-living things can kick you back if you do not know how to handle them. That was one of the biggest myths that busted. Hello. Yeah, did you see that? You are not polite with non-living things, even they can kick you back. That was a big learning I had. So find out in your life, what was those kind of a moment where you got a new perspective, new dimension. Yes. So simultaneously, if you see, I am continuously talking also. This is called as a positive distraction systems. Yeah. So where you are also listening to me, but you're also going back in your memory lane, you are finding out. And this is a kind of a mind exercise which is happening right now with you. So people who are watching this, and if you're not doing it, then you are wrong, because this is an implementation. Probably in YouTube, I do not know how many videos are like this, but in YouTube and Facebook, this video is an implementation video. You are supposed to stop or pause whatever you are doing, and you are supposed to do this. It's only like 5 or 10 minutes. That's all. That's all. Only 5 or 10 minutes. I'm going to give you another 3 minutes more. Okay. Push your limits. Search faster. Your brain is much more faster than Google. Yes, because the data file is your experiences. So find out those moments where first write down that moment, and then you write down the new learning. Okay, write down that moment, then write down your learning. And everything will have different age, different maturity. I'm sure once you look into your life's prospects and such kind of incidents, you will also see the surroundings, you will also see some people, some incidents, all these things. This is the fastest way of visualization, which brings your brain. So guys, what we are also doing simultaneously, it's a very classified project, which was now disclosed from some of the universities and some of the secret, what should I say, communities in US. They published one paper. It was called as targeting. Yeah, it was a very confidential way of doing a kind of a mind reading stuff. And I'm using a very small part in your dumb mastery. My entire concentration is only into business. So I'm using only for business. So this system, what we are doing right now, is called as HemiSync, HEMISYNC, HemiSync. HemiSync means is you have got two brains of yours, right? Two parts of the brain, so left hemisphere and right hemisphere. The right one is more into creative and all this beautiful stuff where you can design and compile and put art and craft and all the different talents and skills. On the left hand side, it is more about analytical, logical, all the stuff. So when you are doing this kind of an exercise, simultaneously both the brain are firing certain information simultaneously. So I'm giving you a topic where it will go in a creative way, okay? Because this is how you're supposed to search. But I'm also giving you certain logics, okay? Certain logics are also been shared with you. where both the brains are now working simultaneously and firing one particular thing. So once you write it down or once you are typing it down, now we have consistent proof of that particular moment. Yeah, the form has been shared to you. You can go ahead. I'm going to give you another 3 minutes. Yeah, 3 minutes. I'm giving it to you. I'll be talking simultaneously because this is where your brain is going to work. There is another thing that I would like to tell you is this kind of distraction that I'm talking continuously. I'm actually making you to focus more onto your life, more into your memories, more into your situations. Why? Because in your business, you will have such kind of an areas where there will be a lot of distractions and you need to take certain decisions at that point of time, or you need to ask certain questions, or you need to validate certain informations. And that point of time, if you are distracted or you are focused, depends upon how much you are concentrated, how much you are committed to this. So this is a miniature sort of a thing, which I do it in the mastery. The mastery is the part of FEST, Finance Excellence Strategy Technocrats, where we help people to learn how to close deals over a phone call or over a virtual systems like Zoom and Google Meet and many other things, even if they have never done business, even if they have no prior experience of sales and marketing and any other things, they learn all these things in less than 37 days. So when they learn all these things, they go out in the world and conquer most of this by earning a commission part of it. So that's all about the first part of it. In Dumb Mastery, it is one part of the fest, which has got 9 subdivisions. The division where we are right now, it's called as idea mastery. So Dumb Mastery is one of the things is anti-procrastination pill, victory time, hard talk, power pitch presentations, meet the God. God means guru of the day or God of the day, where we invite certain people. In all the systems that we have created in Dumb Mastery, everything is muted, where you are not allowed to speak. Yeah. So concentrate on only the work. We typically don't get into the meditation, affirmation, and all these things, but this is a very powerful way of declaring when visualizations, which is right now done with your eyes open. Dreams of successful people were seen only when their eyes were open. Yes or no? So that's one of the things we're doing. So if you have submitted, just press a thumbs up button, okay, so that we know that at least you guys have done it. Just give me a thumbs up or just write submitted. That's good. Go ahead. So if you have done, and if you have done 2 or 3 also, it's okay. Press the submit button and let's come back here. So you have got like 1 more minute. I'm going to give you 1 more minute. Just press the thumbs up button. Okay, whoever has done this. And people who are watching this, I'm waiting for you to give me a thumbs up. How do I know if you have done it or not? So share a like button. There is a thumbs up. That means that you have seen that. You have done it. It's okay. Because in Dumb Mastery, you cannot hide. You are lying to yourself. If you're lying to yourself, this is how you're going to live your life with this lie. That is also illusion bubble. That is our illusion bubble. Many of us, we live in the sense of this 21st century. We call it as false sense of achievement. We feel aha moment, oh, mere ko certificate mila, this mila, that mila. But technically, you are poor in bank. And that is what I understood, that papers are not qualifiers for your services. Only and only the number in your bank account reflects how much are you serviceable. That means how much service you can do for the community. Yes or no? There is no other proof. There is no other proof. The amount of people taking your service is directly proportional to the amount of money you have in your bank account. So in today's world, if you want to find out the proportion of karma, go and check your bank account. That is your karma. And if that karma is stinking, and if it is like really making you something, you break this illusion. Because passive money, there is nothing called passive money. You need to go for that. You need to go and serve it. At the end of the day, there is a human being on the land who needs your service, suggestion, solution, healing, guiding, coaching, mentoring, whatever it is. There is somebody who is waiting for it. And that is reflected in your bank account. So far, okay? Hello? All right. So since we have got a lot of people, so what I'm going to do is, I'm going to not talk about the myths and all. I'll just probably tell you how many data we have right now. Okay. And if I'm allowed, okay, I will not show you certain things because I keep it hidden. Okay, let me show you here. All right. So I think there are a lot of myths that has been busted out today. Okay. Now tell me one thing. Each one of you guys, if we have filled up all these things, let's say we have 50 people and we have got five ideas. Just imagine how many ideas right now here. Right now here. That is the fastest way to learn is when we share, when you share and all those things. So today, before I go out and just read out certain answers, which are like very powerful. Uh, so I think some of the things that is catching my attention is hard work is never wasted. I learned it all about reference in that. Good, that's not done. I love you forever. But I learned no one except your parents can love you unconditionally. There are many other such kind of belief systems that you have got all these things. Yes or no? Yeah. I just read out some few of them. Um, then some other things that I really liked was you can change the world. I learned I cannot change even myself. That's a very powerful statement when you know how to change yourself, change the world. Good. So I think these are good reflections. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to compile all these things in a newsletter without any names, without any things, and I'm going to send it to all of you guys. If you want to know where to get the newsletter subscription, it will be in the LinkedIn. So there is a link there in the Hey link. The first one is connect to and get the newsletters. And by the way, this is not comes as an email; it comes from your LinkedIn. So yes, I would love to do that stuff out there. How many people would want me to compile most of this and give it to you, right? Because when you learn from others as well, fantastic. So with that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the session. We're going to have around 7 minutes today, and I'll keep the room open where you can share how did you feel about today's topic, what is your new learnings, okay, what is your perspective, and how do you realize this particular activity is going to help you in your life. So with that, I would invite all of you guys to type in your names here. People who on Zoom, you are privileged that you are here. Just type in your names and we can have around 30 seconds to 1 minute. Go. So type in your names and also understand this is where you are a doer, not a thinker. A thinker will never get on stage. A thinker will always be a thinker. Always understand this. You need to be a doer to earn money. Yes or no? A thinker never gets money. Even that thinking has to be typed somewhere. You have to give to and delegate somewhere. Only then the thinker can make money. Right? So go grab this opportunity to come on stage, to share your face out, break those, that age old, I cannot be on stage, I cannot be on talking point, what people will understand. This is a small miniature way you are breaking those myths. Yes or no? Yeah, getting on screen. So yes, so we have a couple of people. Go ahead and rock yourself. The screen is yours. You can unmute and you can share your ideas. Go ahead. And the next people follow the system, follow the process out there. So once the person has spoken, the next person be ready to unmute and start. Go ahead.
Thank you, Dada. I was thinking of this learning from others' experience or like others' experience and their failures and all will definitely help us to succeed because they might be having an experience of like 50 years or 60 years. Now, when we get the experience, it will also take 50 years, but in the short span of time, we can like get an experience of like 100 years by sharing everyone's ideas so that we don't repeat their mistakes and succeed very fastly in this world. And also, it's a rapid world that's happening, rapid changes are happening. So time for getting into mistakes and correcting them, you'll be far behind the people running in front of you with good experience. So that's what I learned from today's. Thank you.
Awesome, nice, very good. Next person, go ahead. Next is Pranmitra, next we have Mudit, then we have Chetan Bhai, then we have Pinaki, then we have Shivram, then Rohit, then Abhijit. Okay, we'll end with Abhijit, okay? A lot of people are there. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, the simplest thing, enlightenment which I had today is about any business idea. We have a small risk, it is best to enter. Normally, the thinking is big risk and big return, but that's not the practical case. Only a small return can last in the business. So that's the enlightenment movement I had right now. So, thank you.
Okay, good realization. Yeah. Next person, quickly.
Hello, good morning, everyone. So, biggest enlightenment meant today was that only like you were saying, yeah, I'm speaking continuously, and still you will focus on that thing, and that happened with me. You were speaking it out, and after the third point, I forgot about thing, and I just there was a vacuum created or something like that. Yeah, that
good
happened.
realization. Good. Okay, so this is something which is called as latency, guys. So when you are probably in a board meeting or when you are probably talking to or giving a presentations, sometimes what happens, there are other people who are on the or in the room, who are into some kind of a deviation, right? This happens in your classroom also when you are kids. Just imagine how much tension that teacher was when she or he is teaching and simultaneously someone is, hello, disturbing the class. Do you remember that? Okay, so that's what happens. So that you don't get distracted, because when you are in a boardroom or when you are talking to such kind of thing, they will get calls, they will be distracted, they will do all these things, but that should not be a vacuum. So this is a miniature practice and an exercise. When you come to the dojo, that is the practice area where we teach you about how not to be distracted and focused. Get your deal done. Once you get the check signed, the job is still not done. You need to still work on, unless and until the number reflects in your account for 1 month. Yeah, 1 month, the number has to be there in your bank account. Why? Because there are companies like PayPal. My open MoPay, YouTube mein baat kar raha hu. In PayPal, there is a system in which the client can withdraw their money even after they have paid. Matlab, from the bank, it can go back again. So don't trust that. Is it a good information for you guys? Yeah. So you need to learn all these things, that even the bank can retrieve money. Yes, it is already happening right now. And everything is digital cash now. How do you handle that? Good, Mudit. Thank you for allowing me to focus, because dumb mastery helps you to have so much attention, so much power, that even if any kind of a distraction is happening, right now I'm talking, there is a drill machine happening here, or anything can happen, on the sides. The door might open up, but still I'm going to be there. That's what you learn about the urban focus. It is not about sitting in quietly and taking a deep breath. No, sit here, understand, focus, finish your task, then you can leave. Clear? Awesome, nice. Next person, go ahead.
Thank you, Dada. For me, the today's aha moment was about knowing our beliefs, and which was only a perseverance. And after listening, and our own experience has taught me that beliefs is not always the right one, or a tick mark. When it should be always a correct, what I understand. And when you question that who are going to speak, I remember the instant, the last message in the yesterday session. Put down your names, and so just put it, because we had a vision yesterday night, and so that was just, I put my name in Chaitanya and I want to speak in the Master. So the vision thing is completely work, because you already have seen the future, but you have also experienced that future at that moment. So it is become a clarity, and the clarity becomes an actionable point, and it has been done by that today. So thank you, Dada. Thanks a lot.
Great. Awesome. Nice. So you are enlightened now. Great. So next we have Pinaki, then you have Shivram, then you have Rohit, then you have Avijit. Go ahead.
Good morning, family, Dada and coach. So today it was like this activity was revisiting and reflecting on the experiences we had in our life, and just recalling them, so that we again work towards our duties, keeping those things in our minds. So that was my realization for today.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah. Next person, please. Quickly.
Good morning, people. Good morning, family. Actually, today I'm learned about something which is focus. That's really wonderful, because while you're talking, I will really not able to focus. That's a major problem I'm facing. Today I have, it should be practiced. Otherwise, I will not able to learn. That's the thing I learned today. And the experience of fasting, that's wonderful. Every stone is polished until we refurbish day to day. Otherwise, we forget our own learnings too. That's the thing. Awesome. Thank you, Dada.
Yeah. Good. Deep focus. Okay. Very good. Nice. Next we have Rohit. Then we'll have Abhijit. Unmute. Unmute.
Hello, I'm listening. Last few days, I got a great experience. Everything is practical. So when you will implement this whole thing, I get a great result in my life. So I miss all those things in previous my life. So definitely I implement all those things. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Rohit. And all these informations are there in Facebook Dhammastery group, where more than, I think, coach can help me. I think more than 1,800 days of such kind of things are already there. Might be it should be more than that, not less than that. And you can just scroll back and learn all these things. Okay. These are all recorded inside the Facebook group as I'm talking. Okay. All right, good. So next we have Abhijit. Go ahead.
These kind of sessions are actually so helpful for venting out, these kind of things I always used to think, and now I realize speaking on this or expressing on this is definitely making my day to learn better and deeper. And about the myths, as we explained, it's learned that it's better. Earlier we are broken heart, better we make a progress about that. So that is how the things are, like from childhood we are learning this and that, and we are getting depressed and deprived. But then it would be better, it is so fortunate we come to know that this is not the truth, and we are actually prepared for the worst, and then we hope for the best.
True. Very true. Thank you so much. And that brings us to the conclusion. And I have a small bomb to burst out there. When you learn about this new perspective, you would also learn the new dimensions to work on this. For example, there is a book called Think and Grow Rich. How many of you guys have heard of it? Okay. But I feel today there is a problem in that content and copywriting. Yeah, I am also a copywriter, so I can tell you this. I think only thinking you cannot be rich. Let me understand this. Let me be practical. But I think this is a new perspective which I understood, that if the write-up or the title has rewritten in a particular fashion, what should I think and what should I do so that I can grow rich? I think that is much more beautiful. Yes or no? How many of you guys got a new idea? You cannot just think and grow rich, but okay, I'll think the whole day about being rich. Can I do anything? Right? I'll just die hunger. And by the way, there is another thing. Don't stay foolish, don't stay hungry. Okay, hungry people, please understand this. खाली पेट भजन नहीं हो सकता है. You cannot think of certain things beyond certain point because your focus is only about the food. And hungry people go in a very, very lower self. They do anything, whatever is in front of them. Yes or no? Hello? Only a satisfied pocket and a satisfied tummy will think for others. Hungry people think for themselves. Am I right or am I right?
Absolutely.
So that is a selfish model. I'm talking about a karma. Karma cannot be yourself. Karma has to be done from somebody else. Money comes only when you serve somebody. If you are hungry, then you have to serve yourself. You need to shell out money. Am I right or am I? How many of you guys are able to see that the myths I am breaking are actually practical in 2023? I leave you with this entire thought process. Today, I would rather request you, don't stay hungry. Don't be foolish. First, you would. Apna charity kar lo, fir ab dusre ka charity karoge. Always understand, money comes only when you do the charity to others. Yes or no? Add value in people's life, like we are doing it for you guys. Yes or no? So if you found this powerful, this information, this entire exercise, then I leave it to you. If you like it in your mind, that is also good for me. If you are not sharing a like, but I will not know. But if it is something which is good for you, share to the world. Let people know that there is a place which gives you some things without you opening your mouth. That is called dumb mastery. So with that, let's end today's powerful session, and I will see you on Monday with some very, very bright ideas. The show must go on. So with that, let me also invite Coach for concluding this meeting for 2 minutes, and then you can start your day with a lot of power, a lot of new thinkings. And I want you to think today 10 times, 20 times about those areas which you learned today, so that you can kickstart your day and version 2.0 of your life right now. Coach, over to you.
Great. Thank you, Amit, for a wonderful and phenomenally enlightening topic. Today was micro enlightenment. I think, how many of you really felt it? That, yeah, there is something, and it is coming from you, your own experience. How we can make it useful, like a stepping stone to move forward. Fantastic. And in case you didn't get the time to participate today, send a UCLA video. UCLA video is Urban Communication Language for the Advanced. You just take the mobile and speak for a minute or even less, and share your happiness, joy, understanding about today's topic. With that, today evening, we might even have a session with Dada. So if you get the notification, please join and make the most of it. Okay? All right. With that, let me close the session. And in case Dada wants to say something in conclusion. Go ahead.
Right. So
For
this
people who are
was
live,
also,
he's got something to add.
Yeah. So people who are watching this live, this entire sessions will be recorded for some time. We are not planning to give it throughout. So as I'm sochna ki you can just get this all these things. I'm giving it to you for some time. Certain sessions which are like very deep sessions, we will not keep it live. It will be only recorded for our own selves. So those informations are only going to be there in our Facebook, the Master Group. If you want to connect with us, write to support@amitnath.in, or you can also share your personal interest inside the comment. We read most of the comments, and make sure that your comments are something where you are okay with that. We can share you a link where you can book a call with our advisors and other people who are there, our accountability partners, and we'll see if it is something that is eligible for both of us. Probably we can take you inside the system as well, like other people are there. So thank you so much. I'll see you on next week.